So, basically, I usually have my everything planned out and whatnot, but then I thought to myself, everyone always acts like the creative process is like point A to point B, and that's how characters are created, and that's not really how they're created. Really, you come up with a small little gleaming moment and you just run with it full head on. And so that's exactly what I did this week. I want to take you guys on the journey with me from creating this character from start to finish. And basically today's video is going to be on emotion, but I already plan on bringing him in for a couple of the, holiday seasons coming up. I can't tell you why, but you'll figure out next week. But in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how to put emotion into your drawings and how to help emotion lift your character up, and basically how to pick a good place to start creating your character. Because I feel like a lot of people feel like, I need the name, I can't start creating unless I know exactly what hair color they're gonna have, I can't start creating unless I know all these things. But the most important thing is just starting. And so I'm excited to show you guys where this character is gonna be from beginning to finish and taking you along for the ride. I don't even have a name for him yet. He doesn't even have a name. How sad. I will say that once you name something, it does make it a little bit easier to create. But his name will come to me the more and more I create about him. So I've got the image pulled up that I'm gonna be showing you how I painted it today. But it'll be really fun. You can see that he's kind of, I don't know if you can see, you will see in a second. He is staring at something. In the comment section, tell me what you think he's staring at, because I think that'd be really fun. What is he looking at? Okay, let's jump in. Let's get this going. I know you guys are super excited, so am I. Come on, let's go. So, this week's video, I usually have kind of a script planned, but honestly for this character, I was thinking when I was at my job about this character exactly and what I wanted them to be, and kind of what I wanted the lesson of this week's video to be. And I thought, what if I just discuss emotion and characters? And so emotion and how to put it in your characters is just much more than the facial features. I mean, you have to think about the posture, the colors, the setting. When I was doing this, I really thought to myself about the age and about all the kind of things that you need to know when you're creating your character. And I envisioned him kind of standing on the edge of this cliff, and I wanted him to have this, anxious look on his face. And you know me, I like a good wind, so I had to put in some wind, naturally. Right here, I'm playing around with some sunlight. I wanted him to be standing on the edge of this cliff right at daybreak. So I really wanted this dramatic sun appearing and kind of it casting right onto his eyes and under his hairline. It's a really dramatic lighting, and it's something that I wanted to also show not only the emotion, so it highlights, the furrowed brow, the squinted eyes in the sunlight. It also gives something that this character needs in order to, I feel, accomplish this look of nervousness. And so it's always something you can put into your characters as well. I obviously have him putting all of his weight onto one of his legs and kind of nervously putting his hand by his neck. This is another thing that goes back into what I've always said when it comes to observation. Observation is going to give you something to give your characters. Whether you're putting in a trait of your own or, your best friends or whatever, pick a trait of someone that their nervous habit or their nervous tick or something real. When you put something unique and real from your reality into your creative side of life, it's going to make just your audience captivated by your character.
And obviously, it's coming up into the fall season. I don't know if it's technically already fall. It could be. Anyways, where I am, it's like 105 degrees, so it is by far not feeling of fall. But my head's there. I'm planning this character with fall in mind, and I would love to keep drawing him and going through my character development for him throughout the fall season. So expect to be seeing him a lot. In fact, I've already got planned next week what I want to do with this character. It's a cute little challenge, and I'll introduce and talk more about it next week. But this one is going to focus mainly on how you can just give emotion to your character. And I will say, I've been drawing for quite some time. And if you're somebody who is struggling with making your characters seem real, let me explain. The hardest to me, the absolute most difficult pose you can ever do is just a boring, standing straight, in front of image or a side profile where there's no background, there's no anything. If you see a character development book, you'll see all the characters, at least at some point in time, you'll have this rotated frontal view, behind view, one side, and the other side of them. And those are honestly the hardest to draw. And I know a lot of people that make mistakes and they think that that's how they have to start drawing their character in order to get them down pat. But really and truthfully, that's the worst thing you can do. You can get a better feel of your character by picking this one scene that's a defining moment for them and start drawing that, because that's going to give you the most characteristics you can put into your character. It's going to make it more fun for you and easier. Once you've gotten used to drawing that character for months and months, then do that frontal and behind and profile views. I mean, you can just see on this one as I've kind of zoomed in on his face, I really, when sun's hitting your face and when the first pop of light, I'm up for many sunrises, let me tell you. It's my favorite time of day. And most people think that it's a break of yellow, but really it's this bright, brilliant orange that's almost impossible to capture. I mean, really, it's almost an unbottled orange. People talk about it like that. And I really wanted this detail to just come through and just shine onto him. And I really think that it's something that people don't really take into account when it comes to their characters, how much lighting does really play up and they play down certain emotions. So I thought it was really interesting to have this fog at his feet, this definite contrast of an obvious, cool night going into this beautiful cloudless morning. Anyways, I obviously want to continue with this character next week, and please come back. I really want to show you guys this great new challenge that I want you to put into your own art. I'm not going to tell you exactly what's going to happen, but I can tell you this. I'm going to draw 10 images, or less than 10 images, of this character, and I want to show you exactly how storyboarding for this scene would work and how you can make emotions in less than 10 images to captivate your audience, where you can quickly post it on social media and have everyone just loving what you've created. So please come back next week, and come on, you guys, you know the drill. As always, you better be staying sketchy.